Welcome back. We're here in Cardiff for the recording of Lee's new tour, Lee Evans XL. Why Cardiff for the live DVD?
I wanted to exercise a few demons that have been in my family for many years.
Really?
Yeah, and something that was like my grandfather and my dad and all that was.
Were they local to Cardiff?
No, my dad was born in Phill in North Wales, and my granddad was born down in Pontypridd down here.
Yeah.
That's where we got some family, and I just wanted to exercise a few demons, all that stuff at Christmas time when they used to gather around the radio and go, "Hear that? That music, man, that's proper music." That was like Radio 4. You know, so I just wanted to exercise a few of those things, and also it's good for my family and their soul as well to remember where you're from and what you're all about and all that. So
we've been walking around, we've been everywhere. We've been down the bay. That was great. They've got fucking fountains down there now. Fucking hell. Years ago, you were lucky if you got stabbed down there. You know, you turn up, I got stabbed. Fucking hell, you're lucky, man. I got no limbs.
Because you did the Scotland live video
I did that as a sort of thank you because I won the Perrier up there, and they were really kind, and I just wanted. It's minuscule, really, but you just kind of go up there and go, thanks very much, you know, just for helping us out with the Perrier and all that. So we shot it in Edinburgh, just to thank them for that, really.
Because people have pets, you know, budgies. People have budgies in a cage. How fucking stupid animals they are. They are, because they have that mirror, you know? You know what that's for? Company. That's what it's for. Are they that stupid that they sit in the cage all day and go, hello? My name's Derek. This is my cage. I guarantee you know when you're in a restaurant, as soon as you put food in your mouth, somebody will ask you a question. You go like that, they go, what are you doing Saturday? You go, do you know what you should do? Go like that. What did you say? Have you seen people get on escalators? They kind of, I don't know, they kind of choose a stair. They're standing at the bottom and go, not that one, not that one. That one. I thought I was going to be crushed. And when they get off, they panic. They go, fuck off.
Edinburgh's always been, it seems, a place where you really kind of...
I like it up there.
Good.
It's always a place, there's certain places I like in the country where the people, they're just down to earth and they don't mind to sit there and have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
It's just, I like them sort of places, you know, like Liverpool, Manchester, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Cardiff, you know, these, like London, these, you know, where the workers turn up and they have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, the show, how long's the show? Because you start about 8 o'clock in the evening, don't you?
Yeah.
On stage.
You
finish
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I mean, when you think, you know, right, I should be thinking about a new tour, obviously that 2 hours must stretch out in front of you. You've got to... How do you think about how you're going to fill that?
There is a point where you ain't got any time to write anything, but you've got an idea. I'll always try something out. Tried a little bit of stuff out last night.
Yeah.
It didn't go too well, but we'll move on. But no, and I'll always try something. I'll always keep trying because I always like to keep coming up with new stuff.
One of the things about you as a stand-up, I think more so than other people, is you deal in incredibly personal ideas. It's quite intimate stand-up in an odd sort of way. Yeah,
it's honest, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, my wife has had a go at me a lot of times for that. You give it, you know, why tell him that? Why tell people that? And I go, well, that's what you do. And she's like, well, I don't want them to know what I do, you know. And I'm like, well, why not? That's what my job is.
That's the thing when you're on holiday as well. Your wife always says the same thing. Try and enjoy yourself. Try and enjoy yourself. How do you try and enjoy yourself? What's that? And they're always checking, are you enjoying yourself yet? Are you enjoying yourself yet? Yes! You don't look like you're enjoying yourself. I don't know how that looks. I'm looking in the brochure at the bloke in the brochure. I'm in the restaurant. Out by the fucking pool. The thing is, if you start enjoying yourself, your wife is the first one to come up to you and go, all right, fucking calm down. Twat. You know?
Do you remember the first time you kind of dealt in that area, you know, about men and women and relationships and the broader differences between the sexes, did you realise you're onto... It's a recurrent theme in your work.
It is now, because I've been married for 21 years, and that's why. I can only talk about what I know.
Yeah.
You know, when we was at the Comedy Store, and Margaret Thatcher was in power, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And the entertainment business was changing. You know, we had black comics come along and gay ones and all this, and then we was all talking about that. And another thing, you know, we was fucking shouting our head off down the Comedy Store. But then you get married, then you get a mortgage, and then you've got kids, and then that's what you start to talk about. You can only talk about what you know. And if you don't lie, then that's fine. The audiences will go, hopefully, with you, you know, and they go, oh, I understand, yeah. I've seen that bloke before, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Advertisers know how we tick. Men, you always see a car magazine, on the front of that is a car, on top of that is a woman in a swimsuit. And do you know what men think? They go, if I buy that car, I reckon I'll get myself the woman. What if you did get the woman? Now it's your wife. Would you let your wife do that? Get off the fucking car, love!
So the worst thing a girl can say to you is, come and meet my parents, right? Because it's not really you. It's not really the bloke, because you go around and visit them, right, and you put an act on. It's like, hello. Piece of cake? Yes, please.
It's great. Like, blokes, you know what it's like when you meet a girl. All your emotions are like sky high. And your girlfriend had just dribbled toothpaste down there, and you go, oh. So sexy. Once you get married, after a couple of years, your wife had just dribbled toothpaste down there, and you go, but you don't say anything. Then after a couple of more years, you go, love. Fucking toothpaste dribbling. Again.
And you haven't said anything to her in a year, you know, and you're determined to be romantic. And inside your head is like, how can I compare thee to a summer's day? But what comes out is like, you fucker.
And if there's ever a third world war, they should line a load of pregnant women along the front. I'm serious, right? All the troops will come over like that. They go, all these women go, fuck off.
You know what it's like when your wife talks to you, do you know what I mean? You never listen. All you see is their mouth going, And you're watching the telly, you go, yeah, what? Yeah, I'm watching the fucking telly, what? Yeah.
My wife, this is the best one. My wife wants to start a conversation with me after I've left the room. I'll be halfway up the stairs and she go, sorry, love, I've just fucking been down there! Sorry, so much time? You go all the way down the stairs, you'll get in the room, you get face to face, and she go, you never listen, do you?
It doesn't matter how long you've been married or if you love somebody, if you're living with somebody right now, if you have to walk in the bathroom after they've taken a dump, all that love goes out the window. I swear, you walk in the bathroom, it's like backdraft. It's like...
Women know every angle. It's like the late night argument on the way home from a club. It's 3 a.m, because what happens is men end up walking twice the distance home. Because they always speed up if they have an argument in the street. They go like, fucking come on! So what do women do? They slow down. No. I've got my own pace, thank you very much.
Touches a raw nerve at home, that one.
Well, exactly, yeah. If you've ever broken down in the rain with your missus, you'll know what I mean by that. They're just not good. It's not good to be together at that point. We've done it in the pouring rain, me and H, you know. And it's only thinking about it when we get home afterwards, I think, oh, it's quite funny, really. You know?
Yeah, but...
I mean, you know, most comedy comes out of all that sort of misery, I suppose.
Yeah, a great routine, and again, something that the laughter that it generates is one of recognition. Let's watch the clip. Particularly, I very much enjoyed the bit about bump starting the car.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at that.
Oh, my Lord.
But I think the worst one of all, and I swear this, is bump starting the car with your wife when you've broken down. Because I know women can push. Because I've fucking seen you with pushchairs and trolleys and stuff like that. So when we've broken down and we asked you, why do you go to the back of the car and go like that? I can't. steer off, fucking push. You know, and you go to the back of the car and you push, you go like that, you go, fucking, what the fuck, what the... You still got the fucking handbrake on! Well, you left it like that. Anyway, I thought it was an air freshener. No, because when I take it off, the smell of burning goes away.
Just drive the fucking car, love.
You know, and you go to the back, and you know when you get it rolling, that's the best bit. You kind of go, yeah, 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 yeah. Now, love, now. They don't know what now means. Because we never run them past the bump stop procedure. She's in the car like that, yeah. There's like this much hill left, you know? Now, you cow! She's lit a fag, right? She's got the radio on, she's got the window on, she's pulled into the fucking fast lane. She thinks I'm pushing her home. Isn't he lovely? Isn't he gorgeous? Come on, monkey boy! Chubby.
I mean, that is just one of that seems so born of a particular incident. You know?
Well, it is. I mean, I talk about it in the act so much that I argue with the missus and all that, and we do actually get on really well.
But you know, that's surely a good relationship.
Yeah.
It has to have the back and forth. It can't.
Yeah,
just
and she
be...
can take a punch. She just bounces right off of her like that. If she heard me talking, she'd kill me. But no, I mean, we've had loads of instances like that because we've been together for so long, you know, since we were very young. There was one instance when I was on my way on to a gig. I was doing a gig in the early days. I was only 18.
Yeah.
And I asked her if she wanted to come with us, and we had this old Allegro, and was driving up the M1, and it suddenly caught fire in this huge blaze, and I had instruments in the back, a guitar, an electric piano, and a speaker, and all that. And it was just, and all we ended up doing, the car's on fire, all my gear's in it, and we're rowing over the roof. It was your fault, you left the oil cap off, and I said, well, I didn't change the oil, you drove it, you know, there's all this over the room, the car's in flames. And some bloke turns up in a van, opens the bonnet and blows it out with his mate. He just blew it out. It's blazing, like this, the bonnet's on fire. Blew it out, and we went, don't you... How did he do that? You know, but we have I suppose, like, a lot of it is based on something like that, and then you would kind of build on it and then, you know, hopefully make it a bit funnier, I suppose.
And again, a good thing, like, you know, your observations about, you know, broad relationships, you know, people, men and women, the annoyances of life. This is another thing that is an incredible springboard for someone like yourself, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's... you get an idea. Like a couple of weeks ago, I just sat in my lounge, and I had to make a call. I was on and I was pressing the buttons like this, and I was held in a queue and stuff like this, and I had to press a couple of digits and stuff. And I'm thinking, and I was just thinking about the old, you know, the old dial phones.
Yeah, do you remember the old dial phones? Remember those? Took ages to dial a number. So whose bright idea was it to put the emergency services at the fucking end? You know, you'd run to a call box in a blind panic and you'd go, 9. 9. 9. Hello? No, he's dead.
Join me after the break for more conversation with Mr. Lee Evans, where you'll get a generous portion of this, a side order of that, how about a little bit of this as well?
Got a 3